You've most likely found two homes online in the same price range, maybe even the same builder, and somehow one of them has a $500 higher monthly payment. You're sitting there wondering, what's going on? Well, it usually comes down to more than just the price of the home. In St. Johns County, communities can look similar on paper, but the real cost of living there can swing dramatically depending on HOA fees, CDD fees, and property taxes. And if you're moving from out of state or even from other parts of Florida, this stuff isn't always clear. But it absolutely impacts your monthly payment, long-term budget, and how you feel living there. So let's walk through it together. Today, I'm going to compare the actual fees and taxes in the top master planned communities across St. Johns County, side by side, so you can make a smart decision for your family and your future. If you're new to my channel, I'm Josh Rogers. I've been a full-time real estate agent here in St. Johns County for the last 15 years. I lead the F3 Home Team, and over the years, we've helped hundreds of families relocate, find the right neighborhood, and settle into homes that actually match their lifestyle needs and long-term goals. Our mission is simple. We help families make confident moves, not just buying a house, but stepping into a lifestyle that actually works for them. Schools, commute, recreation, budget, resale value, all of it matters, and we're here to guide you every step of the way. If you're thinking about making the move and want someone who knows this area inside and out, just shoot me a quick text. It's never too early to start the conversation. Before we compare specific neighborhoods, let's make sure we're talking the same language. Your HOA fee is a recurring fee you pay, usually monthly or quarterly, to maintain the community amenities, common areas, and neighborhood standards. Think pools, landscaping, clubhouses, and even holiday lights in some areas. Then there's the CDD, which stands for Community Development District. This is unique to Florida, and it shows up as part of your property tax bill. It helps pay for roads, sewer, utilities, and the infrastructure of the neighborhood, and it's usually spread out over 20 to 30 years. Last, you've got your standard property taxes. In St. Johns County, the base rate is about 0.93% of your assessed home value, which is lower than most counties in Florida and significantly lower than the national average. That's a win for your wallet. So your total monthly housing cost is really your mortgage plus HOA plus CDD, if there is one, plus property taxes. It adds up fast. Let's jump into some real examples now so you can see the difference for yourself. Let's take a closer look at Silverleaf, which has been one of the fastest growing master planned communities in the entire county. One of the biggest reasons it's getting so much attention is because Silverleaf has no CDD fees at all. That alone can save you hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars per year compared to other neighborhoods. And in a county where CDDs are common, that's a standout feature. The HOA in Silverleaf typically runs around $100 a month, and that gives you access to some solid amenities like the neighborhood pools, clubhouses, splash pads for the kids, pickleball courts, and miles of walking trails. They're continuing to build out commercial areas too, so eventually you'll see shops, restaurants, and services popping up right within the community. The homes here range from townhomes and smaller single-family homes all the way up to larger estate-style properties, so there's something for every budget. Builders include names like Riverside Homes, Ashley Homes, and Dreamfinders. Because it's still developing, you'll likely find newer homes, modern layouts, and often better value per square foot than in older, more established areas. And if you're a family who doesn't necessarily need the water park vibe of Nocatee, but still wants a neighborhood with good amenities, clean streets, great schools, and reasonable fees, Silverleaf should absolutely be on your radar. Let's transition now into a neighborhood that blends outdoor living, community connection, and resort-style perks, Shearwater. Shearwater is for the family that's craving nature, wellness, and lifestyle all wrapped into one. Here, HOA fees typically range between $70 and $100 per month, which is on par with other master plan communities, but the CDD is a bit higher, between $2,000 and $2,800 annually, depending on your home's lot and size. So yes, you're paying a bit more, but you're also getting an experience that's hard to replicate. You've got one of the best fitness centers in any residential community in the county. There's a full lap pool, a lazy river, water slides, playgrounds, dog parks, and even a community garden. The vibe here is very relaxed but very active. People are walking, jogging, biking. There's even a kayak launch and nature trails that weave through protected conservation areas. One of the big lifestyle perks of Shearwater is that it really feels like a community. Events, food truck nights, farmers markets, and seasonal festivals make it easy to meet your neighbors and feel like you're part of something bigger. If your family values health, outdoor activity, and connection to nature, but you still want the convenience of a newer home and amenities, Shearwater is a strong contender, even with the higher fees. In the meantime, I've got a Facebook group filled with families who are either living in St. Johns County or planning their move right now. It's also packed with current residents who are super helpful and willing to answer questions. Whether you're curious about schools, fees, commute, or just want to feel for what life is actually like here, this group is a great place to connect, learn, and explore. I'll drop the link below so you can check it out and jump in. Up next, we're heading over to a more intimate, cozy community that centers around, you guessed it, a beautiful lake. Beacon Lake is one of those neighborhoods that flies under the radar, but once people visit, they're hooked. Let's talk numbers first. HOA fees are usually around $61 per month, which is lower than most master-planned communities in the area. The CDD typically ranges from $2,000 to $2,400 per year, not the lowest, but also not the highest. Beacon Lake is smaller than places like Nocatee or Shearwater, which gives it a more intimate, tight-knit feel. But don't let the size fool you. The amenities are impressive. There's a 43-acre paddle-friendly lake at the center of the neighborhood, a lake house clubhouse with a fitness center, a splash park, junior Olympic swimming pool, tennis courts, and even fire pits. It's the kind of place where you see neighbors actually hanging out together, kids playing in the park, parents chatting over coffee, and teens paddleboarding or fishing after school. The homes here are beautiful. Most were built in the last 5 years, with popular builders like Dreamfinders and Mattamy. You get clean, contemporary designs, open layouts, and a warm neighborhood feel. If you're a family who wants a modern home, solid amenities, and a peaceful vibe without the traffic and activity of the larger communities, Beacon Lake checks a lot of boxes. Now, for one of the best-kept secrets in St. Johns County, Durbin Crossing. Durbin Crossing is often overlooked by people who get fixated on the newer communities, but for the right buyer, it's a smart play. First, here's what stands out. There's no CDD at all, and that alone saves you thousands of dollars over the life of your mortgage. HOA fees are between $60 and $75 per month, depending on your section. That gets you access to 2 full amenity centers, including pools, playgrounds, tennis and basketball courts, and plenty of green space. Durbin Crossing is also a more mature community. The trees are bigger, the landscaping feels more established, and many of the homes sit on larger lots with more traditional curb appeal than the boxy, modern construction styles you see in newer builds. The location is excellent, tucked near Racetrack Road, just minutes from the Durbin Pavilion Shopping Center, top-rated schools, and easy access to State Road 9B. It's central without being chaotic. And because it's not brand new, you'll often find better value per square foot. And many of the homes are already upgraded with screened lanais, summer kitchens, and mature landscaping. Durbin might not have the flash of a new community brochure, but what it offers is stability, affordability, and a great family vibe. Now let's zoom out and talk about what all of this means for your monthly payment and long-term finances. So if you're comparing neighborhoods side by side, these HOA and CDD fees and how they interact with property taxes are absolutely worth factoring in. Let's run a quick comparison. Say you're looking at 2 $600,000 homes, one in Nocatee and one in Durbin Crossing. In Nocatee, with an HOA of $100 per month and a CDD of $2,400 per year, you're looking at about $300 to $350 more per month on top of your mortgage once you roll everything into escrow. In Durbin, with no CDD and a $60 HOA, you're saving that $300 plus every single month. That's nearly $4,000 a year, which could go toward travel, college savings, home upgrades, or just breathing room in your budget. And this isn't just about monthly cash flow. Over the life of a 30-year loan, that difference can be over $100,000 when you include interest and compounding effects. Now, none of this means you shouldn't choose a higher fee community. For many families, the amenities, events, and neighborhood lifestyle are worth every penny. But if you're not factoring these numbers in from the start, you could end up loving your house but feeling strapped each month, which is exactly what we help our clients avoid. So if you're seriously considering a move to St. Johns County and this fee stuff is starting to feel like a puzzle, just send me a text. Tell me a little bit about your timeline, budget, and what matters most to your family. I'll help you figure out which neighborhoods are the best match for your lifestyle and long-term plans. Thanks for watching and spending time with me today. I hope this helped to give you some clarity and confidence as you explore your options. See you in the next video.